Kemba Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac Kemba does it again!
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go. Three-pointer.
Oh! Huggins! Double order!
Again, comes down to fundamentals.
Oh! My goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win.
Yes! Yes!
Trip to the Sweet 16. Katie's got it. Rises up. The shot.
And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The flipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
What is going on?
What is up? What is up?
Not too much.
16-0, 16-0.
Oh yeah.
Trevor is a little more perky tonight. Looks like you're doing all right.
Yeah, I mean,
Chick-fil-A ass hat.
what's that?
Looks like a Chick-fil-A ass hat kind of hat there, even though it says Barstool.
I don't know. It's been my good luck charm apparently. So this is my new gambling hat until things go sideways.
You're 11-2. That's my pleasure.
11-2, my pleasure, my pleasure. Yeah, it's been dogs been barking today. If the dogs weren't barking, I'd be 2-11. So shout out the dogs for barking up a storm today. It's been really, really nice. For once, needed a day like today. So hopefully we can keep her rolling.
Yeah. I was 6-1. Now I'm sitting at 7-4. So. But I'm still feeling good. We're gonna be in the green tonight. Life's good, man. Life's good. So, yeah, life is good. It started off. I couldn't miss, man. Couldn't miss. You as well too. You hit some nice plus money lines, I think too.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself because I had a unit and a half on Notre Dame last night, and then I was able to cash out the 4, get 4.5 for no charge. So I did that, and then I just went 1 unit, and didn't play the money line or anything, and go figure. So I mean, it would have been nice having Q's. Who are the other ones? Fucking Notre Dame and damn, what was the other dog that won? What was the other dog? Oh, Colorado. Would have been nice having all 3 of those money lines, but I'll take the 2. I won't complain, and then. Just gonna hope UCF hangs on here and wins. There we go. But I will be right back.
All right. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good stuff, Trevor. March is your month. Yeah, hit the first half under early. Notre Dame, TCU let me down, but then Utah Tech was a no sweat, which was one of the best bets of the night. UTEP money line, they got it back in. Kansas State, I got hooked on -5.5. That kind of sucked, but
that first half under was brutal too.
Oh yeah.
Dude, how much shit had to go right for that to go over by 1 point?
Yeah, I didn't take that first half under. I was on Florida State Syracuse, which started off in a rapid pace and then it died off. Luckily, St. Francis +10.5. Vermont let me down. Sacred Heart -3.5 was almost a no sweat. They kind of started letting go a little bit, but and then St. Mary's gave up at the end and kind of laid off. But now we got Nicholls State and then Montana as well too to close the night. So we're gonna be in the green. We're happy, back in the green, staying above 60 units on the year, man. I can't complain at all. So. If I eclipse 8 wins too, I'll have my 1,000th win of the season as well too. So
1,000th, there you go. I think I'm closing in on 600 at least. So a lot of winners given out this year.
Oh yeah, a lot of that. Cheers to the volume shooting, I guess, for all those bets. So
yeah. I did play 2 futures today. I did put a 1/10 of a unit on Nova. 16-1, and then the 10th on Bonnie's 30-1. So some little extra to sweat out. Kicking myself for not taking St. Francis. Forget if that was on here or term show, but I like St. Francis to fucking win that conference 16, 15-1, whatever, and they got her done. It wasn't a pretty game, but they got it done. I should have at least taken money line today. Just I liked it to win. Why not just play the 5-1 money line in that game? But whatever. I got the 11.5 home. Absolute no sweat from the jump. I don't think even if they went 10 minutes scoreless, I'm not sure Central Connecticut could have expanded it to a 12-point lead anyway. So
yeah, I mean, didn't love the bet. We didn't talk about it really last night. Yeah, shout out Maine. Hope I'm rooting for them over Brian, honestly.
Jacob, you talking Nova on the spread or a future for them? Regardless,
probably the future. He was saying he had Nova last night with Xavier, I'm pretty sure. So most likely a future is what he's talking about. But let's talk about something. Elliot saw it in person. That Big 12 court is a nightmare.
Disgusting. It looks like
TCU goes on and shits the bed. I'm like, oh, I'll feel good about TCU because they're playing on this stupid court.
I never even thought of that. Yeah, home away from home almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Come on, Nichols.
I know Nichols is starting to just hang on there. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Just hang in.
They keep turning the ball over though, man.
Yeah, Jacob's got Xavier and Nova here 16-1 and whatnot. Oh, my bad.
Not even that. I just remembered that from last night because I liked Xavier, but I wasn't going to bet on Villanova. But yeah, we got good hoops on. We're in the green.
Let's just do this last game real quick. I'm on Idaho. I got 6.5 or 6. I got 6. So I lost a little CLV. I don't care. I'm on Idaho here tonight, and that's where I'm playing. And Huff's on the other side here. So
what up, motherfuckers?
What up? What do you want tonight? Idaho or Montana?
Montana State.
I took Montana minus 4.5.
Montana State.
That was my fave part. You didn't take the fave parlay. You're gonna just fade it.
I have a little money on that, so I'm sitting there fine. But I'll stand to. I guess I would make more money off of the
fave doesn't matter because TCU lost. That's why I'm.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know that. Then, I'm just saying you're gonna fade the Montana. It did move. I'm glad I took it last night when I did, but.
Man, what's up, everybody? There's a lot of people in the chat. Dude. Let's go.
What up? What up? What up?
Just
on.
Was down there at Power and Light, hanging out. Now back home. So sorry for being late. I apologize.
How was that game or that court in person? We were just talking about how awful it looked like.
Wasn't it? It's really not that bad in person. It's really the TV. I think it's because of the way that like when the TV picks it up, the TV is not bad when it's stationary, but as soon as it moves from side to side in transition, that's when it really fucks with you. So in person, it really wasn't that bad, but on TV, it's like one of those things where it's like TV, like they didn't think about it. Like in person, good idea. On TV.
Good idea.
I mean,
12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. That's all.
Oh, the floor.
Yeah.
We're split up. I'm on Idaho. Those two are on Montana. They got Montana last night. So
hey, come on, Britt. Come ride with Montana with me, baby.
We're battling here on Nichols and Lamar though, which is fun. This game.
Yeah, I got a mega unit whale max mortgage parlay bet on this Lamar game.
Hate to see it.
On Nichols. You got your Diet Coke. That's a shitty ass drink.
Had to on the way home.
Not the diet. Yeah, so we're all doing good. It sounds like I'll be in the green regardless if I lose out, 7-6. But if I lose out after starting 6-1, but that's life. Such is life. I'm happy. You gotta be happy. Trevor's sitting at 11-2. Elliot, what are you doing?
6-5 right now. UCF looks like maybe we're gonna win that probably. So that would be 7-5. So if I lose out 7-7, so lose a little bit on the juice, but
Yeah, drink real Coke.
But we will be for sure. We'll be 8-6 because Montana is not losing.
Yeah. Somebody asked about a first half play for the Idaho game. I mean, honestly, I would probably say Montana first half. I think Idaho hangs around and backdoors it. But
He's benedicting himself. Look at him.
No. How many? So just because they cover the first half doesn't mean they cover the game. How many times do we see that shit fall through today? A bunch. I think Idaho will, maybe start a little slow, maybe just, lose the first half by 4 or 5 points, and then that's all you need to cover, and then second half's gonna be all Idaho.
Hey, we'll say good. Hey, good luck battle. Good luck battle on Syracuse, Florida State. You beat my ass. Congrats. Colorado as well. I gotta rub it in. Goddamn, I was just trying to be nice, and here you go.
Okay. I was just saying.
I'll remember that.
He's a sore winner and a sore loser every time.
I didn't bring it up. But if you brought it up, I'm just gonna say.
Loses a lock battle. It's like, if they would have just made their shots and played better basketball.
Hey, I'll give you this. Syracuse tried to blow that game. They did their damnedest to fucking blow that game, and I don't know how they did. They looked pretty fucking terrible. Last 6-7 minutes of that game. They had a 16-point lead cut down to a 1. I was like, oh my God.
Let's talk about St. Francis punched their ticket. Robert Morris punched their ticket. UNC Wilmington.
Francis, what a fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
46-43. Not really. Let's get some points there, but it was a good game. But to go into Central Connecticut State, tough. I think UNC Wilmington's a team to watch out for in the tournament, though.
They got shot makers.
They're a 4 versus 13 or whatever. The Juice gave up soda for Lent. Did you just ask why he gave up soda for Lent? And then he said soda for Lent?
I don't even remember the last time I had a soda, to be honest.
What?
You're drinking one right now.
You are. That's a soda pop.
That's basically water.
It's Wisconsin soda, I suppose.
Hey, Dusty Bottoms. Shout out Dusty Bottoms. I'm on that with you. When he popped in the chat and said Ohio State missing the tourney 2 + 240. Now it's -205. So shout out Dusty Bottoms for the call. We're hoping that they lose first round, knocked out, and we can ride the coattails and hope that does will come through for us.
Yeah, it was a good bet. I wish I would have tailed it. But should we hop into tomorrow?
Do it.
All right. Starting it off, Richmond Davidson. Davidson's laying 6.5.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Now people could probably hear me better. My bad.
Not Richmond Davidson to start off the day on the USA Network at 11:30.
Oh yeah, dude! So many day games tomorrow. This is why I take off work.
Yeah, I'm glad I got
having a job tomorrow. Couldn't be me.
Hey, I'm off tomorrow and Thursday. I'm feeling life's great.
Oh, fuck yeah! Well,
hey, congrats, fuckers! Just rub it in some more.
Use your PTO.
I gotta work, man.
Somebody else will wrap up the ankles and dissect or diagnose people. Dissect people.
Dissect people.
Wrong word. Yeah, Richmond Davidson.
Is this standalone? Do we have to bet?
I'll lay it with Davidson. I'm not betting.
Oh, no,
I'm not betting fucking Richmond, man. I don't care. I don't care about Richmond or anything like that. So, and I don't want to be a part of this Richmond nonsense. I know it's Davidson, but kind of like you saw with Cincinnati laying points early. I think this game gets away from Richmond, and Davidson does cover this number. Don't know if I'm going to bet this game. I might have to, I guess. You're saying
No,
it's
you don't. Virginia, Georgia Tech's in the same time, so we're good.
That game, we'll get to that one. I'm not a huge fan of that line.
I'll spar with you.
Michael the day off. Yeah, not a bad place. Big Macs are great.
I'll spar with you. I'll go Richmond plus the 6.5. I'll wait though. I think it might get a little bit bigger than this. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't think I'm gonna bet this game. There's 3 games there at the kind of like the 10:30, 11, 11:30 slate. I'll bet one of them. And it will not be this one.
What a board. All right. Well, I guess we can spar. Maybe I'll bet this. We'll see. Trevor?
I like Davidson. I think we get a Richmond team that just came off of George Mason. Looked pretty good there at home. Max effort game to get that one. And now you're going to turn around, travel, go play Davidson, who's they've lost 4 straight here. And they played St. Louis, VCU, Loyola, and St. Bonnie's. So I think them coming off of 4 losses here, I think they're extra motivated. I think people are maybe selling a little low. Who wants to lay 6.5 with a team that's lost 4 straight, or 6 of the last 7 here. But they did play Richmond twice this year. They won by 6 on the road, and then they won at home by 11. And I'm just not sold on this Richmond team. And during that span, Richmond was starting to play better. They lost to Davidson, and then they had George Washington, VCU. Other than VCU, they were fairly tight games. They took Loyola Chicago to OT, beat Duquesne, beat Fordham, beat LaSalle. St. Joe's 16-point loss, 18 to VCU. They lost in double overtime by 10 to Dayton. And then George Mason, 4-point loss. So I think all of those games, now we're getting a Davidson team that's seen them and played pretty well against them and is, knows how to beat them. And now coming out with 4 losses. I think we get a motivated Davidson team tomorrow. I think Richmond struggles to score. So I'll take Davidson. Not sure if I'll bet this one yet, though.
Looks like Walker Sandlin said, or Dusty Bottoms 5.5 on FanDuel now. Let's go. What's up, Walker?
What's 5.5?
Davidson.
That
beautiful.
The Rod Father bringing the statistics. I will Benedict. I will be on Davidson. Probably won't bet it, but hard to fade the stat of anybody with a losing record after 15 games in a season. Davidson is 11-3 against the spread, so I will ride with the Rod Father on that. But not sure if
Rod knows his trends and stats. That's for damn sure.
You're gonna Benedict and join me on Davidson?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, Nichols.
Put a little halfy on it. Let's do a little halfy on it there, Jordan. Virginia. I said I was going to put a halfy on Utah Tech on Kyle's show this morning. People ate it up. Apparently, it was a funny term. So,
did you put a halfy on it? Because it would have turned into a fully.
I put a fully on it. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" I'm going fully. I don't need this halfy.
That turned into 2 fullies. So jokes on them.
Oh, one fully.
What about a doozy?
You won a fully. I didn't go doozy on it. I went fully.
Put a doozy on it.
I might do a doozy tomorrow. Although I was really hot today, so I kind of want to try.
I always bet
tomorrow.
I always bet halfies because I always bet more games. Kiss my ass, Steve Paulson. Dude, how do we take Virginia here? This line does stink in my opinion. Georgia Tech's been rolling to end the year.
I know, too good almost. And
Georgia
we saw
Tech's
what these rims are like at these arenas today.
I mean, they're rolling. They just lost by 26 to Wake Forest.
One game.
Villanova's 1-2 on a neutral. Georgia Tech is 0-1 on a neutral. So both teams.
Villanova? You mean Virginia?
Virginia, yeah. Sorry.
I get it. I kind of Virginia's not favored. Damn it. I was really hoping Virginia was favored because that shit was gonna flip and I was gonna be on Virginia by the morning. But something's still telling me Virginia here. They beat Georgia Tech this season by 14 at home. So I mean, I guess there's that. It's home, but they still beat them by 14. Georgia Tech's coming in playing really good, but the teams they beat: Stanford, Cal, Pitt, NC State, Miami. They lost to Boston College and Wake, but they do have wins over Clemson and Louisville. I'm not sure anyone other than Duke, and actually Duke doesn't even have wins over both those teams. They lost to Clemson. Georgia Tech's the only team with wins over those guys. So I get it. Something's just telling me Virginia here. Like, you get a neutral, a team that plays some good defense can really muck it up. Georgia Tech's been playing really good. Now they're only laying 1 point to a team that's perceived as booty cheeks in Virginia. This line kind of stinks. Kind of want to dive into Virginia here. And it's Amar Stoudemire with a little bit of expectations and people believing in the team now. They're not catching points. I know they laid points a few times, but that was at home. Now you're going to lay points away from home and people are starting to believe in you. I think it's a dangerous spot for Georgia Tech here personally.
This game is awesome. Nichols, another turnover.
Come on, Nichols.
Come on, Nichols.
Come on.
At least if you're going to lose by 1.
Come on. Fucking cash me out. Pay my rent.
Sorry, is the game over?
No.
No, I'm just
That's what
saying.
I thought. So you're already saying pay me out already? The game ain't even over. Y'all don't even have the ball. It's a 1-point game.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
It's March, man. It's March.
Hey, fuck you.
Come on, Nichols. Yeah, enough of that nonsense.
Let's go, Jen. Me and Jen are we're fucking linked right here.
I'm taking Virginia. As well. This is gross. But first half
Anyone
under.
want to bet a Virginia neutral over?
First half under. First half under. They were smacking today.
Rodfather, bet the over total in Virginia games versus bad pressure defensive teams forcing less than 12 turnovers a game, 15-plus games. Over record in this season, 9-0.
All right, Rod.
That's scary. I'm going to take Virginia. I'm not going to take a total. Definitely not an over with Virginia on a neutral. But
we going to battle, baby.
Stats back it up.
Battle. I'll be on Georgia
I'm not
Tech
sure if I'll
-1.
bet this.
Damon Stoudemire, rise up.
This, but
26. You're going to be on Georgia Tech.
Yep, I'll be on Georgia Tech here. I think the line, we might have a little recency bias. Georgia Tech just got absolutely walloped by Wake Forest. Maybe that brings the line down a tad. I think Georgia Tech's the better team. I'm not afraid of laying the 1 point. So yeah, give me Georgia Tech -1.
Fair enough. Cincy is catching 9.5 versus Iowa State on neutral. I think we get our first dog of the day, and I think Cincy's live. Actually, hold up. Jizzle James and Day Thomas both got banged up today. I think they rolled ankles or something. Remember, they both went into Jizzle went into the locker room. I think Day went to the bench. You miss a layup, you bum. That's right. We got 12 seconds. So I guess there's potential injury issues with Cincinnati. But even so, we would get an injury bump game. And I don't think Iowa State's been that impressive. I get it's basically a home game for them, but they haven't looked that impressive. They beat Kansas State because Kansas State couldn't fucking hit water if they fell out of a boat.
Yeah, I saw that stat on Iowa State. I'm going to go with Hilton, whatever, north or whatever it is, east, west, south, Hilton South. I'm not betting Cincinnati. They spent their load today.
Yep, already bet it. I'll be on Iowa State -8.5. I'll take it at 9.5 as well. I bet it when it opened at 8.5. I think this is a smash play for Iowa State. They start out the conference tournament strong. I think that, like I said, when me and Huffer were talking about this tournament, I liked Iowa State at what, plus 650, plus 500, 500, 650, something like around that number. I was already seeing a lot of Iowa State fans there. They didn't even play tonight, but there was almost as many Iowa State fans as there were other fans throughout the confines of the Power and Light District. So it's going to be rocking at 11:30 in the morning. There was a few Cincinnati fans, but everybody underestimates the power of the Iowa State and Cyclones, how they travel. So even if it's 11:30, they're still going to be it's still going to be freaking absolutely lit in there. So give me Iowa State. They're going to win by double digits.
Let's go.
This will be my first. This will be my definitely first bet. I'll probably end up betting Georgia Tech as well. But this is my first bet because I've already bet it with that -8.5. But I will take it. I'll bet it at -9.5 as well.
Let's go Cyclones.
I can live in my house one more month. Cheers, fellas.
Game ain't over.
Fuck out of here with y'all bitch asses.
Grab the rebound.
Yeah, they ain't doing that. It's fine.
Oh, what a
Let's
collapse.
go. Bring me that green.
Damn, now I'm 11-3 today.
Oh.
Damn. All right, whatever. Whatever. Still a system play. Anytime I see it, they got lucky.
I'm telling you,
I'll take Cincy with the points.
Lamar flipped before, my man. I was trying to tell you.
It was Lamar Lamar +1 last night.
I don't know what the hell you guys do with these flips shits.
I don't do shit.
Wherever
I
it
don't
opens,
do shit with it. I just knew Lamar was better, so we bet Lamar.
Playing the game.
Okay, no big deal. Yeah, I'll take Cincy here. I'm not sure if I'll bet it. It's basically like fading. No, I'll go Iowa State. Those injuries, Jizzle and Day Thomas, are going to be huge. I don't know if I'll bet this, but I think those injuries turn out to be problematic for Iowa State tomorrow. South Carolina versus Arkansas. Arkansas is laying 3.5.
Oh, man. Arkansas is laying points. They're in the tournament, right?
It's South Carolina away from home, though.
They're in the tournament, though, right? Even if they lose,
they lose to South Carolina. I'm not sure. I think it gets dicey.
I think that's why they have to win this game. I don't love laying the points, but 3.5 I feel comfortable with. This line's going to move at least a little bit. Arkansas wins. South Carolina plays tougher than you think. Arkansas gets it done, and I will lay the points with Arkansas. There. They're playing good to end the year.
Fuck
they got
yeah.
lucky last game.
Crank the fucking hogs. Arkansas -3.5. I will bet this.
Oh, Arkansas. Oh, yeah. Arkansas lost by 20 to South Carolina, too. Lock.
Good start, Grizzlies. Come on.
Yeah, bet. Yeah, they just lost by 20. That was that Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago when they fucking had like 13 points at half. They looked terrible. Revenge game, and we got what's her nuts away from home. South Carolina away from home. They have not. They won one neutral game, and they beat Boston College on the road. That's it. Beat Vatek on a neutral and Boston College. Let me look
Hell
at
yeah.
scoring margin. South Carolina's scoring margin on the road. Where is South Carolina? Minus 12.3 on the road, plus 6.2 at home. It's an 18-point difference. Yeah, give me Arkansas. So hogs up for everybody, sounds like, huh?
Fucking crank those hogs, baby.
Charlotte versus Rice. Rice is laying 3.5.
I'm not betting. I may bet Charlotte. It's like that one girl, like that meme, drinking the kombucha, and she's like, nah. That's me with Charlotte. I'll take Charlotte here. I'm not laying points with Rice. Charlotte's pretty bad, though, man. I'll see if I bet this. I
want to bet I want to bet Rice here. They lost to Charlotte last time out by 3 on the road. I think Rice is the better team. Rice is pretty close to home. They're in Houston. They got to just travel up to North Texas, right by Dallas, pretty much. Charlotte's got to travel kind of across not half the country, pretty much. I think Rice's offense is going to be way too much for a terrible Charlotte defense. So yeah, give me Rice minus the 3.5. I might. I'll bet this. I accidentally wrote minus 4.5, so looks like I'm betting minus 4.5 as well. If it goes up to 4.5, I will take 4.5 and 3.5. Jerry Rice.
give me the Niners.
I'll take Rice. I like them as like a dark horse in this tournament yesterday, just looking at it. I don't think Charlotte's all that good. Their offense is pretty anemic. I know they played, you could argue, decent defense. It hasn't looked great as of late. Their offense is just so bad, and they're going to go play in a neutral. Oh, this is nope, this is an A-10. Never mind. Yeah, I'll take Rice here with the 3.5 too. I'll ride with you. Charlotte's also pretty ass on the road too. They beat Georgia State and Murray State on a neutral. Oh yeah, the Murray State was Hawaii.
Here's a good one for Huffer there. Support his evidence.
Yeah, fucking whatever. I mean, Charlotte's ass. So,
yeah, Charlotte's pretty bad.
Let's go, Montana.
Idaho will be fine. Just believe. Fordham versus Rhode Island. God damn it!
Believe or not. I'm so you. If I was on this, if you were on, if I was on Idaho though, you'd be like, this fucking game's over. But now you're opposite. You're like, let's believe. You can keep that shit the fucking same.
Yeah, you need to come
That's
back.
fine.
You need to come with your real shit.
Look at what K-State did today. They started off incredibly hot, and then they faded away.
You need to come with your real shit.
Time.
Fuck Idaho. Fuck these fucking Vandals. Why the fuck did I fucking bet on them? These fucking starch ass pussies. That's what you need to fucking do.
Yeah, today's been a good day. I don't got that kind of anger, but I do have faith. Faith is strong. We'll be fine. Vandals will be fine. They will find a way, I believe.
Life's great when you're up 60 units. I mean, you don't have any bad in the world when you're up 60 units.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm
missed
saying
my
right
52
here.
unit year. Give it time. Give it time. If this lead expands to like 15, 20, then we'll put the old reverse. We'll put the old reverse jinx on.
Nichols, he was like took like a Zoloft. He's like, oh yeah, I get the rebound. Oh fuck.
He got it out of the way when we lost that first half under for K-State. He got that shit out of the way.
Yeah, I was not happy about that. How much bullshit had to go right for that to go over by one fucking
Doug
point?
fucking Tech, fucking refs bullshit, motherfucker.
That was a bullshit fucking over.
Oh man, fucking
That was
classic.
bullshit. Dude, what? Hold on. I had the sound off on that game. What was the Tech for?
So this is even worse. So you'll be pissed about this, but basically he hit the ball out of the bounds, or he kind of like stole it. He just turned to the Arizona State bench and said, "I'm here, boy." That's what he said. And
they teched him up for that?
Yeah.
From across the court?
Yes.
How fucking stupid.
He literally said, "I'm here, boy." That's what he said.
Spread lost by a hook. Spread lost by the hook. First half under, missed by those 2 free throws. A point from a push.
I mean, push to win.
A point from a push. No, it's not, but it's better than a loss. But
Dude,
yeah, those 2 free throws were detrimental in the whole game. Not to mention that rebound they gave with 20 seconds left in the half for that kick out 3. Knew it was going in the second he got it. I was like, oh, well, here comes a 3.
Well, of course.
Bogus foul with 0.8 left in that half. He went straight up, bounced off his chest. And like, oh, that's a foul. That was an aggressive one. Stupid.
Dude, they're coming after you in the chat. They think you're a new man. The hell you been smoking?
Trevor crash out 13-3 there. Yeah, just meditation or no bad vibes. No, if I get a nice 11-3 day every single day, I think we'll be fine. Oh, let the boys play a ref.
Muted. You're muted, pussy. That's what I'm saying. Life's great when you're up 60 units. You have no worry in the world. That's why, Trevor, I'll be honest, when you're having a losing day and when I was having like 8 unit days, it was pretty awkward. No, I'm kidding. Trevor, Troy, when I was in DC, was like, there was a stretch where like Trevor would be like, fuck, I'm like 6 and 8 today. I'm like, I'm up 8 units today. Is what I would be like.
Here, hold on. So this is we're gonna act like this is the first game of the day. Trevor's down 2, like he's 2-12 today. So you asked me,
I'm fucking cashing out of the rest of my bets.
No.
I'm gonna be another game.
I'm gonna be Trevor real quick. You just asked me about this game, Huffer. Okay.
All right, Rhode Island -4.5 versus Fordham.
Yeah, you should probably just fucking fade me. But
dude, I'm not betting this. I can't pick a fucking winner.
I'll fucking.
Thank you, Jacob.
I'll be on fucking Rhode Island here. Better offensive team, better offensive rebounding team. But yeah, fade me. Fordham probably will fucking win. I'm gonna put money on it. So yeah, it's fucking day. I'm getting my fucking team.
Sue me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Sue me.
Winning plus day drinking. Trevor got a haircut.
I didn't. Oh yeah, get this. So I go there.
You didn't get no haircut.
Nope. I get to the shop and I'm waiting for my friend. And she ain't there. I'm like, all right, well, it's 8 a.m. She'll probably just be in here a little bit. No, she had it scheduled for next Tuesday. I'm like, well, I work next Tuesday. So Friday morning. Chop, chop, chop.
Friday morning, chop, chop, chop. Uh-oh. Is it gone? All gone for the new job?
No, I'll chop it like most of it. It grows so fast, and I always wear a hat. So I'll probably get a haircut, and then it'll grow out till deer season, and then I'll cut it again.
I've never seen Trevor without a hat. I've always just imagined, what if he's just like bald and then has long hair just like on the sides there. I don't think I've ever seen you without a hat. There you go. Nice.
I'm a hat guy.
Let's go Grizzlies. Let's go Grizzlies. Come on, Grizzlies.
Shout out Jacob. Calling the bet already. Love that when you're on the other side. Bill, keep the faith. Keep the faith. Tell me you bet on. Oh no! I had to bet Montana. No.
Trevor is on Idaho, and
I'm on an island.
I don't know who this guy is because he's saying keep the faith. I've never heard that from Trevor. I swear to God, in our group chat, I always have to say keep the faith if I'm on the other side of that. If I'm on the same side of that.
I got to tweet something out quick.
That's what I was thinking, Jen. Like the hair is a part of the hat. Like every hat takes off is just it's a part of the hat.
Yeah, it's a fucking wig.
Yeah. All right. Well, back to the game. I will take Rhode Island here. I don't know if I'll bet it, but I might. Rhode Island. This feels like a random Rhode Island smash spot. I can't bet Fordham. Dogs should be barking though, but I can't bet Fordham, so it's more so a bet against Fordham. And Rhode Island feels like a random team that could just win 3 games in the A10 tournament.
Rhode Island just beat Fordham on Saturday by 19. Now they're laying 4.5. What was the spread in that game?
Great. Even better. They're coming back to that.
It was 6.5. They won by 19, and now they're laying 4.5.
Don't care. Yeah. That's all mumbo jumbo to me.
It's not at home anymore. Battle us, fucker.
But you haven't said anything. Or no, I guess you did say I'm on Rhode Island.
Ram it, motherfucker. Ram it.
I'll pick Fordham. I don't know if I'll bet it though.
Battle it. Let's go. This is gonna be a Montana Idaho game all over again.
Dude, this game ain't over. It's only 14.
Dude, hey, what in the fuck? Have you guys ever bet on a college basketball game before? You guys are now. I love you guys, but Jake and Elliot, you guys gotta chill out. Dude. Just say, let's go, Grizz. Just be a cheerleader. Don't be a fucking mush artist.
Hey, I'm just fucking. This is for the bit.
And Bill, Trevor just beat Montana to cover. Yes, let's hope Trevor loses his bet, and we're on Montana. And Bill, I did not have Irish money line. I just took him on the spread. So.
Oh shit! There he goes, cursing the motherfucker. 2 minutes ago.
The man of the library's henchman over there. He's got all the code. He's calling B-dubs back the old.
I received a DM from Jeff Benson today on what to bet. He said you got to make it look legit with a few losers.
Thank you, Wagon Man. Thank you. Stop mushing. Mush artists. Yep. Sick of hearing it.
Stop get the fuck out of here with that D's Nuts character as the Wagon Man.
That's not the D's Nuts. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Me? Just hanging around. Beetlejuice, that guy.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Fucking.
You know what? I'll bet Fordham. I'll dive into this. Actually, I'm gonna wait on it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what.
Yeah. Why did Trev pick Idaho to be different? Yeah, he's all hot and mighty, 11-2, and then he's like,
I was on it last night.
I don't know how.
Yes, they're bad. I get it. They're not a good team, but they make free throws. They don't turn it over. Important shit for neutral site games. A lot of time left. We saw Florida State come back from a 16-point deficit. They suck too. We saw who the fuck was it? UCF was down like 12 or 13, 15 points early. They came back and just whooped the shit out of Utah. Shit happens.
You think Fordham is as good as UCF?
Whoa, we're talking about Idaho. We're talking about Idaho.
Oh.
Fordham is better than Idaho, though.
yeah, let's move on. Next game. I'm moving the next banner, damn it. Thank you. Wyoming versus San Jose State. This is an early game in Vegas, huh?
Yeah, Rocco Miller's going to be there. Shout out, Rocco. He's there, and he's at the WAC tournament as well, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's a sneaky time to go to Vegas. Actually, is like right now because limits aren't as high on the weekends, stuff like that, or not limits, but table mins. I don't know. I think this is now a damn near good time to go to conference tournament season. I'll take Tim Miles, familiar with the tournament, rookie coach over in Sundance Wicks, rookie to the Mountain West, I should say. This is a coin flip game. I may end up coin flipping this and changing my bet, but I have to lean San Jose State here and maybe another first half under angle. Not afraid of that small number.
Yeah, San Jose State, one of the better ATS teams in the country. Everybody loves this team. They're only laying 1.5 to a team they beat twice and by 10 points. This line kind of stinks. Sundance Wicks, the fighting Sundance Wicks really might pop up.
Oh, we know who you're on.
Yeah.
Obviously. Wyoming's a cover machine. They did just lose to Fresno too. They got to bounce back. They got to bounce back here.
How are they going to cover when they've lost by 10? Now they're only getting plus 1.5.
Exactly. San Jose's probably free.
Yep. Shout out Miller Lite right here. Got a little sweatband tonight.
What were you working vendor at the game today?
We're working vendor at the game today, so.
Hey, yeah, popcorn, hey, get your popcorn, hey, yeah, Bud Light.
Shout out Miller Lite here real quick. We're gonna go San Jose State Spartans, baby. Let's ride it. San Jose State minus 1.5.
All right, join me. All right, Grambling State versus Southern. Southern's laying 6.5. So I see 7 some places as well too. Should we take the Packers? They're hot.
They look pretty good.
Grambling today. I wish I ended up betting them. Didn't end up betting them, but Grambling today. Rolling.
I have to dip, but I will give my opinion on this one real quick. They played Southern, lost by 7 at home. They played Southern again, lost by 7 on the road. Now we're laying 6.5. This is essentially the spread of that game. Southern's looked really good. Didn't play today. You got Grambling with the game under their belt. I will be honest. I do worry a little bit about Grambling. Grambling being able to not turn it over, score points efficiently, and hang around in this game. But their defense is not terrible. This 127.5 total. Maybe this is just like an absolute slugfest. Third time they saw each other, the 2 games weren't crazy high scoring. Maybe we see like a 57-52 game or something here. I wouldn't be shocked. I'll take Grambling. Don't know if I'll bet this though. But I have to dip out for a few. I will be back.
Cinderella's struck midnight. All right. Hello. Toodles.
I will see you guys in a minute. Toodles.
Deuces.
All
right. Pump fake after dark. Let's fucking do this thing. Shit.
Oh my God. I mean, this isn't. Oh, damn. This isn't IU, but or anything or Ball State. But Tyrese Halliburton had his March moment tonight. If you saw,
yeah.
Halliburton did. That's there's some March moments here for Tyrese Halliburton. I look like TJ McConnell right now.
Hell yeah.
Staple into the ground. Grambling State. Grambling State. I'm tempted to take them, but Southern's a really good team. This feels like this is your destiny to get to the first four at Dayton. I think the writing on the wall is here, and I think I'm going to go with Southern here.
Yeah, I'll be on Grambling State here. I was on Grambling State today. Kind of blew out Alabama A&M. I just think Southern. I mean, yes, they're first in the conference. They're in the SWAC, but they haven't been like as impressive as you would think that a first place team would be. I feel like they will be able to. I think they probably win, but this 6.5 number is pretty big in my opinion. So I'll take Grambling State plus the 6.5. Not a for sure bet for me, but
I think the rebound advantage is going to be a massive thing for Southern here, especially on the spread. Game down low, people are going to be playing feisty because they're playing for their lives out there. I think the down low game fares for Southern. I am worried about Southern fouling. Definitely a foul discrepancy. And Southern offense isn't anything special either, but I don't know. I think the down low game could be good for them. No matching wristbands, fellas. No, I don't know where my wristbands are.
I got.
I think I gave up the wristbands. All right, let's move on. Notre Dame versus North Carolina. North Carolina is laying 7.5.
I'll lay it here. I think North Carolina has been playing better down here.
They could not. Notre Dame could not score today at all.
No. I think North Carolina has been playing better down the stretch. Obviously, they lost that last game at home to Duke by 13. But they've been playing a lot better here down the stretch. I feel like this is a double-digit game after that kind of bullshit win. Bullshit in your sake for sprinkling the overtime. That definitely should have hit. So yeah, I think Notre Dame kind of got away with it there today, but I think it kind of runs out tomorrow. I think UNC is going to try to make a statement here. They obviously have to win these games and win these games by margin here as we come down the stretch here in the ACC tournament for sure. So give me UNC minus 7.5, and I don't mind Dusty Bottom's alt parlay of or alt line of 10.5 or more.
I think the ACC. I want to bet against North Carolina here, but I think the ACC will do everything in its power to get North Carolina to at least make some type of run in this tournament. They're most likely out of it, but they steal a couple. Hell, if they win the tournament, obviously.
Yeah. Charlotte, North Carolina, kind of pretty close to home. I think North Carolina rolls here, in my opinion.
All right, I'll take that. I think Notre Dame can actually shoot shots tomorrow. I kind of like the over as well too. Maybe even North Carolina team total over. So I'll decide between those two eventually. Oh, cool. People did more banners. Whoever did that. Trevor, you. Thanks. All right. Next one. Colorado versus West Virginia. West Virginia is laying 6.5.
I will say there's a lot of West Virginia fans here already kind of walking around Power and Light District. They will have a pretty good crowd. They always do. They always travel really well. But this feels like a little bit too many points for me, in my opinion. Colorado already got the one game under their belt. They lost by 8 to West Virginia, and their one and only matchup this year. I feel like this is going to kind of come down to the end, just like that Colorado TCU game did. West Virginia's kind of already locked up with that last win. They're at home against UCF, and they won that game on the road against Utah. Now they're sitting at 19-12, 10-10 in the Big 12. They've kind of already locked up their spot in the tournament, so they're pretty good. There's not a lot of pressure on them to get a win here. And what was that stat of Tad Boyle? There was a stat that I saw earlier of Tad Boyle with how good he is in the conference tournaments. So I think 6.5 is a little bit too much, especially for a team like West Virginia that plays slow, only plays 7 people, with Colorado already getting the game. So yeah, give me Colorado plus the 6.5.
I'll battle you here. I think West Virginia's defense is going to be mighty, and the over/under is a little bit telling. I think Colorado just is going to have struggles scoring the basketball tomorrow, and West Virginia is not going to be anything anything pretty either on offense. They never are, but I think both defenses are good. This game may slightly sneak over. I think West Virginia wins this game 72-63, 64. Slightly gets by for West Virginia, and it slightly gets over as well too. So I will lay it with the Mountaineers. So there's a lot of fans there. Come on, get up.
There is. There's a lot of fans there. That's one of my. I tweeted at Moneyline Mac earlier. I said that's one of my favorite traditions is, kind of like not necessarily near the end of the tournament, but like Thursday, Friday. A lot of the West Virginia fans will start to they go to this place called the Pizza Bar, and the Pizza Bar plays like country roads, and so it's fun. Like there's a lot of K-State fans, a lot of West Virginia fans, and we all kind of like sing country roads together, kind of like at like closing time. It's pretty fun. It's one of my fonder memories of the Big 12 tournament here in of recent years.
Hell yeah, that's cool. All right, so battling there. All right, Texas versus Vanderbilt. Normally I leave you on a bad one as tradition. I need to go get another drink.
That's fine. You can leave me on this one.
Well, I'm saying I normally leave you on bad ones. Like
this is a good one for me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Go.
Thank you. I appreciate you. They've played once this year. Vanderbilt beat them at home by 8. Now we're looking at this game is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. So basically damn near Bridgestone Arena, right where the Nashville Predators play. Like hop, skip, and a jump right by Vanderbilt. So I personally, I'll lay it with Vanderbilt here. I don't think Rodney Terry is a very good coach. I haven't been super impressed with Texas overall. They just dropped that game to Oklahoma at home against Oklahoma. Kind of put them at outside the bubble. They really got to get a really big push to maybe even get to like the semifinals of the SEC to even have a chance here to get in to the tournament. I think Vanderbilt is the better team. I do like Mark Byington as a coach there. I think that they're a better team than Texas, and the fact that you're getting this in Nashville, Tennessee, literally right there by Vanderbilt, I will take Vanderbilt minus the 2.5. I know a lot of people in the chat are saying that a lot of the money is coming on Texas, so I will wait here. I won't bet this right now. I will wait and kind of see where this goes. Maybe it turns into more of a pick'em. But I'll be on Vanderbilt minus the 2.5. But I'm going to wait, see if I can get a better line. I'll probably be able to get maybe close to a pick'em, maybe like a -1, 1.5, something like that.
You're on Texas?
No, Vanderbilt.
Let's go, brother. step up and fade the Terry. I'm all for that always. Fade the Terry. And this feels like a random tournament that Vanderbilt can get one. I think Texas will be playing to survive, obviously, because they are not in the tournament, and they will be. But I've just seen this Texas team be really competitive in games, and then they end up just blowing the entire thing and blowing a lead or whatnot. I know that they lost to Vanderbilt already at Nashville. So there is a revenge angle here. The spread is short, but I think they're asking you to take that Texas money and bite it. So with the bait there, I will take Vanderbilt with you. I like Vanderbilt getting in transition tomorrow and hopefully close or covering this number.
Let's go.
All right, Northwestern's laying points against Minnesota. What a good start to the Big Ten tournament.
You going to this game tomorrow?
No, just so many games on. I don't know. It's a mixed bag of both. Thursday morning, I'm golfing early morning, and then we'll watch games. But may pop out this weekend. We'll see. But no, I'm not going to this game tomorrow. Keep it in Indianapolis. Doesn't need to be in Los Angeles. What the hell? It's not the Big Ten.
Yeah. So I will say, first and foremost, fuck Peacock.
Yeah, that's criminal that the Big Ten tournament's on that. That's ridiculous.
Can we go a first half under here?
It'll be 60, probably like 62 or something. Let me see.
I don't mind it. I hit a 64 against Cincinnati, Oklahoma State today.
Yeah, I know. You hit that by the skin of your teeth. Last night I said first half under. We're gonna bet a lot of them this year, and so I'm glad I took it when I did because it jumped down. Team total, first half total, even odd. Get out of here. All right, I don't know if I see odds, but with that spread, it's gonna be around that 62, maybe 50, maybe 60. A little lower. Dude, I'll go Minnesota here. I like the way Minnesota plays. They got a little grit to them a little bit, and I don't know. I just think that I'm gonna wait to bet this, but Northwestern got them once already, destroyed them at Minnesota. As much as Ben Johnson has not had a successful roster, I think he's done a decent job with the guys that he's had. And there's still some good players in Dawson Garcia, and I'm not going to say his name, but Patterson. Yeah, give me Minnesota here over Northwestern and the one of my favorite coaches, Chris Collins.
Rod is in the chat. He's seeing 59.5 as the first half.
As I'm saying, I bet it's 60. I guess probably 60 because if it's 128.
I'll take Northwestern here. Don't know if I'll bet it. I think that they're favored for a reason, but I will be tempted to bet that first half under. First game of the Big Ten Conference. Not going to be very many people there. Two teams that are pretty good defensively. At times can struggle offensively. So both of them play with pretty damn slow pace, I will say. Northwestern 314th in pace. Minnesota 356th in pace. So I kind of like that first half under. just to kind of start slow there in the first tournament game. But I will pick Northwestern minus the 2.5 for a side. But if I'm going to bet this, it'll be that first half under.
All right, give me Minnesota. I'm gonna bet Minnesota too.
Bring a knife to a gunfight then.
No, I'm gonna bet Minnesota. So
I know that's why I'm bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you said. Sorry, I was typing banners and doing banners. You can take this one. It's on my do not bet list. So as much as we give Trevor shit for not listening to what our play was, he types the banners sometimes. So I'll give him some breaks because I'm sitting here.
Yeah. Butler is on my do not bet list. I'm taking them off of this because I'm going to be betting Butler minus 1.5. I think Providence is just basically down the shitter. One of my favorite movies, Christmas Vacation. Cousin Eddie, shitter's full. Providence is definitely the epitome of shitter's full. So give me Butler minus the 1.5. I will lay it here. Maybe they get up for Thad Matta on his way out. And once again, fuck Peacock. I will not be watching this, but I will be scorebox watching because I will be betting Butler minus 1.5, and we will go from there.
I haven't bet Butler since November. I've been disciplined as can be. Picked Butler at times, and I feel like if I probably bet Butler more and took him off my do not bet list, I would have done a decent job with my picks. But they're on my do not bet list for a reason. But it's tournament time. I'm gonna join you. Give me Butler as well.
Let's go.
Because Providence. I can quote Christmas Vacation too. I kind of like National Lampoon's Regular Vacation when they go to Wally World just a little bit better. I think there's some great lines. Chevy Chase is hilarious, but Vacation, that shit raised me when he's in the department store. Russ, you see the line? You see the line, Elliot? Give me Butler. Come on, Butler.
It's a bit nipply in here.
Come on, Butler.
It's a little bit nipply in here.
A little bit nipple in here.
I mean, nippy in here.
Let's say nipple. All right. Let me do a few. All right, we're good now. All right, LaSalle versus UMass. LaSalle versus UMass. Be a great question. It is. You asked a great question earlier. Is Dunphy coaching this game? He has to be, right?
100%, right?
Yeah, he has to be. He's coaching. I'm not even going to say. Yeah, he's coaching. He's coaching.
Okay,
he's coaching.
I rode with
Leonard Hamilton today.
Leonard Hamilton tonight did not bear well for me. One of these coaches has to get up for this. I think LaSalle is the spot here. I will be on LaSalle plus the 2.5.
3.5, 2.5.
2.5, 3.5. Yeah, I'll be on LaSalle plus the 2.5.
2.5.
Again, maybe it's a sucker bet, but I'll ride with Dunphy. Just like I rode with Leonard Hamilton. I know I lost money tonight, but I honestly think that LaSalle can get this done on the money line against a UMass team that's pretty suspect. I know that UMass beat them by 23 and 22, but now UMass is only laying 2.5. Kind of an interesting line when they've blown them out by 20 plus in both the games this year. I'll be on LaSalle. Don't know if I'm going to bet it, but in honor of Fran Dunphy's last game, I will potentially, I should say, Fran's potential last game. I will be backing LaSalle.
I'll take the first half under for this one. This
I like
feels
the
like
neutral. I like the neutral play.
it's a neutral play, but I'll back you with LaSalle. I'll double them up and see if we can get a little spot with LaSalle. And we got what? We got Do You Like Montana again, second half. Chandler, second half bet. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with my man Parlay P. What up, Parlay P? I'm going to have to agree with Parlay P here. It's tough to if you already got Montana, I would just write it out then if you already got Montana's full game spread. So, yeah, that's for me. I don't really have anything on the blowout.
Yeah.
If you want me to pick something,
if you want me to pick something, I'll pick the. If you want me to pick something, I'll pick the over 145.5 live line is what I'll pick. If you like Idaho to kind of come back and keep it in, I would like the over 145.5. We're sitting at 67 right now, so that puts you at 86 to get you over. 86? No, shit. 67. That puts you at 80. 79 to get you over. I would lean towards the over if I was going to pick an actual side of this game. But I like I said, and Huffer said, we're already on Montana minus the points, so not really much that we can necessarily do. If I look to hedge a bet or try to middle a bet, usually I will look at 10 plus points. So if Montana is at like minus like 17.5, I would possibly look at Idaho. Looks like Rod Z's has got a band on Montana minus 1.5 second half. So I will be cheering for him in that regard.
A band on who?
He's got a band on Montana minus 1.5 second half.
All right. Let's go. Fresno State versus Nevada. Nevada's laying 12.5. There was like weird rumblings of Steve Alford's this is like retiring, but then he like denied it. I saw differing reports. I'm not betting Fresno. Come on. Don't. They got their one get up win when they were caught federal gambling. They got up for Boise, Air Force, Wyoming. They did their due diligence during the investigation. I'll lay it with Nevada, and I never do lay it with this many points, but I probably will not bet this game. This is not a no bet for me.
Yeah, I'll lay it with Nevada here. A lot of other games of the 39 game slate that we have that I'd rather put my money on, especially with Steve Alford as a big double digit favorite. I feel like this is is one of those games that, Nevada's probably up by 15, 16, and then they fucking just kind of like take their foot off the gas, coast, and ended up winning by 10, and then we just get royally pissed that they didn't just put the hammer down and finish the game and win by 20 like they should have. So I'll pick Nevada minus 12.5, but I don't want to bet it.
Yeah. All right, we can move on then. Nice and easy. Ohio State's laying 5.5. The 5.5 number versus Iowa.
I want that good win against Nebraska.
To basically get that was an NBA play-in game essentially. That was a play-in game to get into this conference tournament, basically. Ohio State is they didn't cover this number against USC, not against Nebraska. They covered against Washington at home. Penn State. They did cover. They beat Iowa 82-65 earlier in the year. This feels like a spot where Iowa's playing for nothing because they know their season's over and they're gonna play their hardest. While Ohio State has the whole world in front of them because they have to get in. They're not in the tournament right now. They have to win a game or two. So you can look at it at both angles, right? Obviously, Ohio State's playing for everything. Do they get up for this spot? I think Jake Diebler's a good coach. He'll get him up. But I don't know. This feels like a spot where I think Iowa is actually the side here. I'm going to go with the Hawkeyes, and just because I've bet on the Hawkeyes before, numerous amounts of times, and they're covering this number about 38 minutes of the game, and they don't cover this number. So I just want to see it happen one more time. Anyway.
Yeah, I think this is an Iowa spot. I think the plus 5.5 is too many points for an Iowa offense that likes to put up a lot of points. I think that they can stay in it here, maybe even pull off the upset. But I'm getting 5.5. I will take Iowa plus the 5.5. I will double down. I have, as I had followed with Dusty Bottoms when it was plus 240. I had tailed him with the Ohio State to not make the NCAA tournament there on FanDuel. It's plus 240. Now it's at like minus 270 or 260, something like that. I can't remember what he was saying earlier in the chat. But I'll double down here, and I will pick Iowa plus the 5.5. And if Iowa wins this outright, I would probably end up cashing both of those. So yeah, give me Iowa plus the 5.5.
All right. Ryder versus Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac's laying 8.5.
Got to fade Ryder off the buzzer beater, right?
Yeah, I was looking at maybe a team total. I'm looking for a team total angle for Quinnipiac because the number's kind of low. I'll lay it with Quinnipiac, but I'll probably end up actually taking the team total over 75.5. I think they can get 76.
Yeah.
I mean, Quinnipiac, I know is, they've scored 79. They've obtained that number throughout the year, and Ryder definitely gives up points. They gave up 78 to Merrimack, 76 to Niagara, 76 to Siena, and Siena was kind of drilling them for a little bit. Quinnipiac
74.5. Is that what you said?
74.5 is juiced a little bit. 75.5 is basically even money.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I'll probably end up laying it here with Quinnipiac. The only thing that is kind of preventing me from already betting this is the fact that they sat literally all of their starters in the last game. I just think that they maybe could possibly start out a little slower. They've been off now basically a week. Sat out that game against Fairfield that Fairfield won outright there on the road. They literally sat out everybody. So that's my only concern. But I think Quinnipiac minus the 8.5 is the right side to be on. So I will pick that. I'll definitely write it down because this possibly would be a bet for me. But I do kind of like that angle of the team total instead of laying it there, just because Ryder's defense isn't very great. They just do play with a slow pace. So that would be the only thing that I'd be concerned about. But generally, when you feature a fast team versus a slow team, usually the fast team kind of prevails. Yeah, I don't mind either of those angles. Laying it with Quinnipiac or taking it.
Normally the slow team prevails. That angle was worked in this conference tournament, but they have to have a good defense. Ryder doesn't have a good defense.
I will say, yeah. I guess you're right in that regard, but I feel like when it's a team that's like of Quinnipiac's caliber, when they're substantially better, it somehow they tend to speed up those teams, if that makes sense. And that kind of leans towards the the higher scoring games that Quinnipiac's played throughout the year. I mean,
Yeah, you don't need to convince me. I'm already betting it.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, sorry, the chat. Let's go. Oh my gosh, please no. Fran in DC dropping off the package. Blacks down there in Southwest. Let's go. All right, J Dub. Hawkeyes, Jen, Parlay P, Devo laying 5.5 is tough. I agree. I think he's a good coach, but definitely not laying points. Indianapolis isn't the West Coast. It's the West Coast of the Midwest, though, baby, and everyone's got that dope. And Tom Petty said it best with them Indiana boys on the Indiana night. So come on down to Indy. Come on down to Indy. It's great. We'll welcome you. Hoosier hospitality. It's real. Maryland Eastern Shore versus Norfolk State. Lay it. Move on. I'm not betting this game.
16.5.
Dude, I'm not betting this game. Don't.
Seems like a lot of points to me. It is a lot of points. Where's this at? Where's the MEAC tournament at?
It's in Norfolk.
Is it in Norfolk?
Yeah, it's in
right there. Yeah. I'll lay it. No bet. We can move on.
Thank you. DePaul versus Georgetown. Georgetown's laying 3.5. I feel like I've been the Georgetown whisperer of the conference season, but man,
So
they've fallen off.
What are you going to whisper here?
I trust and just the absolute public heart in me wants to take DePaul, but I think Ed Cooley can get these guys up, man. I think they can get them up. I mean, you see his press conference, he was pissed. It's in Madison Square Garden.
They just lost to DePaul by 6. Now they're laying 3.5.
DePaul won 2 in a row.
They lost to DePaul twice. They lost to DePaul at home by 5, then they lost to DePaul on the road by 6.
I'm
Now
going
they're
to
laying 3.5. Give me Georgetown. I'll bet it.
I'm taking Georgetown. I'm taking Georgetown.
I will say also, they played pretty well in Madison Square Garden when they played earlier this season. Who did they play? Was it Seton Hall? Yeah, it was Seton Hall.
Yeah.
On the road, and they played good. I mean, they obviously like they played Seton Hall pretty good, or not Seton Hall. Shit, what am I talking about? St. John's. They played St. John's really well. There at Madison Square Garden. I do like Marcus's point right here with Madison Square Garden is kind of Georgetown North versus
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or South. So yeah, give me Georgetown here, man. I like this. I like this bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it too. And I think Ed Cooley, after his pissed off press conference, I like this. All right, I'm gonna type some more banners. You can take this one. UTEP just won a big game. We were all on UTEP. That was big. And now Liberty is laying 7.5, which they've definitely covered this number this year before many times.
Yeah, I think the big factor here is Liberty takes care of the ball. That's something that UTEP tries to exploit. Is they like to force turnovers, and something that Liberty takes care of the ball very well. The other thing that I like to point out is generally UTEP is a good 3-point shooting team. They like to rely on the 3 a little bit, and Liberty is first in the nation. Number 1 in the nation in 3-point defense. I'll be on Liberty here. I will fade UTEP off that almost, was it 10-point win? Yeah, 14-point win, actually. So double-digit win against Sam Houston. They kind of responded well like I thought they would, which is why I was on UTEP here. But I think it kind of runs out tomorrow. I hate fading the tink-tink. but I will be on Liberty here. We'll flame it up tomorrow. Liberty minus the 7.5.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hate fading them too. Just worried about UTEP's offense against Liberty's defense. I'll take Liberty. I'm not betting this. Kind of like the over there too. I'm not gonna bet this, so I'll root for you if you bet it. Air Force versus UNLV. UNLV's laying 11.5.
Lay it. No bet. Move on.
I'll support the troops and take you in a spar. I'm all for that. The troops are gonna help us spar. And I've totally blanked on the comments, everyone. So yeah, I did. Well, I just did it a little bit, kind of, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You just did. We're good.
Good. All right. Speaking of troops, Navy American for a bid to the tournament.
Navy's hot. Speaking of supporting the troops, are you a real American or are you for the Navy?
I am a real American. I don't know if I should sing that, but Hulk Hogan's been getting booed in 2025.
Yeah. I'll be on American here. They lost the 2 games in the regular season to Navy. Navy blew them out at home at Navy, and then they beat American by 8 on the road. I'll be on American here. Just had a good, they survived kind of that scare of Lafayette. Then they kind of put it on Colgate, unfortunately. I will say if when we were talking about this Patriot League tournament, you'd be sitting pretty good because I know that when we were talking about it, I was telling people, you probably should just take American and Colgate with the plus money, and then kind of look to hedge potentially if Bucknell gets upset, and Bucknell did get upset. So now you're sitting at you would be sitting at a pretty decent hedge based on American and the Colgate. I know American was a little bit less than Colgate, but yeah, I'll be on American minus 2.5. Maybe I should just play money line the more that I think about it.
My angle is this: American is 2-0 on neutrals. 2-0 on neutrals. They beat Kansas City. Navy is 0-2 on neutrals. I mean, they did play Elon and Maine, so Maine's a worthy opponent. Elon's definitely a little better, but yeah, I'm gonna go with American on that premise alone. Familiar with it? Give me American here.
It's just weird that they.
This game's not even. I guess it's not a neutral. It'd be a home game, right? Anyway,
I was about to say, isn't it home?
Yeah, I think it is home game.
Because the whole Patriot League is the home based.
Even better.
They already dropped one at home to Navy. They're gonna drop another one at home to Navy. I'd like to see it.
That's right, because Bucknell fucking blew it at home. Okay, LSU versus Mississippi State. Mississippi State's laying 8.5.
Give me LSU plus 8.5. Why is Mississippi State laying this many points? They've struggled down the stretch. I know they beat LSU by 12 at home, That was their last win in the last 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Does this feel like a Cincinnati Oklahoma State game today, though?
Kind of. That's why I'm kind of I was hesitant.
I'm going to take Mississippi State. I don't think I'm going to bet this. So I've seen, how many times have we seen this number with Mississippi State laying 7 to 8 points, and they just can't do it. So,
as Trevor would probably say, LSU is feisty. This is not at home though. I'll take LSU plus the 8.5. But I don't have a real good angle of why I should bet it right now. So I'll wait on this, and I'll kind of see what the line does, see kind of what happens. But I really just feel like this is too many points. But like you said, maybe this is similar to that Cincinnati Oklahoma State game today. But I will say the only difference with that is Oklahoma State beat Cincinnati, and then Cincinnati was laying that points. Mississippi State already beat LSU by 12, and now they're laying the points. So that'd be the only caveat to that. But I'll be on LSU plus 8.5. We'll see what happens.
I will be taking that, and I will be taking Cal here plus 5.5. I don't care that they've played 3 overtime games and hundreds of points, almost 200 points in the last 2 games. Stanford's been waiting around to play. Now you're going to take a rivalry game on this, and I think Stanford's going to get bet. I'm not going to bet this right away. I'm going to see what the line does here tonight before I go to bed. But I'm going to take Cal plus the points. I think they're a feisty team on offense. And I like the over in this game as well. I think Stanford's going to try to control possessions, limit Cal, and Cal may have to match them and get efficient with their offense. They're a slow-paced team as well too. But there's disadvantages on Stanford's defense, turnovers and whatnot, getting in transition and free throw percentage as well too. On the spread, but I think Cal's feisty, man. I like what they've been playing with, and Madsen's a good coach. And Stanford dropped their last 2, and they looked ugly doing it on their last 2. I don't think it's a get-up spot for them. Maybe they win the game, but this game's close. Cal's been playing close games. I will take Cal plus 5.5. Maybe, and hopefully see if it gets later.
I'll be with you as well. I will take I'll take California plus the 5.5. Rivalry game, but also I really don't know what Stanford did. I know that they were they played on Saturday, so maybe they stayed out and just kind of waited. So I don't know if that necessarily is a good thing for them to just kind of be out there on the East Coast, kind of chilling in a hotel room, not doing much for the these last Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 3 days. Now they've got to turn around and play Cal. Cal obviously just off that double overtime win against Virginia Tech tonight. I think they can kind of keep it rolling. And like you said, maybe they don't win the game, but rivalry game, getting over 2 possessions. I'll take that anytime. So yeah, I'll be on Cal plus the 5.5.
Speaking of rivalry game, friendly rivals are fun too, like the pump fake pod here when we're battling. Kansas State, Baylor, Jerome Tang's, Mr. Scott Drew, floor is yours.
So I would take the points. Close game. Both know each other very well. I'll take the points with Kansas State. I will be there again tomorrow. I'm planning on going there right after work. Should be a fun game, fun atmosphere. Yet again, it'll also be fun because then KU plays at the 8:30 session, so it'll be a K-State KU kind of session. So that's always fun. Should be a lot of people there in the arena. But I will say one of the things that I really like to do, especially that I've done here previously, which I would have to look back and see the statistics on it, but I do like to take the under in this Kansas State Baylor game. I think these coaches know each other very, very well. And when coaches come from kind of the same pedigree and they know each other very well, I like to take the under because they know kind of how to eliminate and stop what the other one's good at. So I think that the under here, 136.5, would be my play. Is what I would be betting. You looked at that game against what ended at 132. I don't know what the over under was full game, but yeah, that's what I would be on betting wise. But I will take the points with K-State. Baylor's already kind of locked up to their tournament. K-State's just playing where we gotta keep winning, gotta keep it rolling. So they're gonna we've got 3 seniors that are hungry to get to the tournament. So it's gonna be an all out max effort, game after game after game. So 6.5 points, I'll take that. But the under would be my official bet.
All right. I'll take it with you. Baylor's already in the tournament. They're that pesky 9 seed. I don't even know if they're that pesky either. I'll take Kansas State plus the points. You said everything I needed. I wouldn't say you're better than me on that. USC versus Rutgers is a pick 'em. Shop around. There's no line flip that truly exists here. For goodness sakes, there's 20 plus books. The lines are moving all day. You guys in your line flips. You guys are.
No, that's not me. That's solely Trevor. I just like to battle him when he flips.
Trevor's there at the Kerm show. They're going late.
I'll be on Rutgers money line here. I think USC has just not played very well here down the stretch. They've lost 6 of the last 7.
Musselman's got some give up energy, like he's just disdain.
Yeah, and now they gotta, they were obviously they've been since February 26th. They've been kind of out there on the Cali side. The last time they were out on the East Coast, they were at Rutgers. Actually, they lost by 10. Now they got to travel back to Indianapolis. Rutgers not as far of a travel spot. Yeah, give me Rutgers here. I think that USC's kind of sold it. They're kind of done for the season. They've kind of sold it in.
Battle USC. Musselman's got some familiarity in Indianapolis. It's Musselman in March, baby. He may be shut out and put off from his job there over in Los Angeles. But yeah, I'll take Muss in March. Let's go.
Hold on 1 second. Edgecombe is in. JW. He's in.
He's in. Coppin State versus South Carolina State, laying 14.5.
Lay it. No bet. Actually, I probably should bet this, to be honest. South Carolina State, they're freaking pretty good. And Coppin State is just ass. I mean, I know they've gotten what? They've won their last. Have they won like 2 of their last 3? Oh no, 2 of their last 4.
Yeah, I mean they're not horrible. They're pretty bad.
No, they're not horrible, but they're bad. I think South Carolina State rolls here. Norfolk, yeah, yeah. I'll lay it. No bet. We can move
That's
on.
all you need to say. I'll lay it and bet too. Not betting Coppin State tomorrow. Sacred Heart versus Merrimack. Merrimack's laying 3.5. Over under is 138.5. Sacred Heart got the job done for me tonight. We've been loving Merrimack. Last time they played,
They lost.
Merrimack lost, but they won both games by 1 point. Both
Mhm.
games, 1 point. Both games. I think Merrimack's defense will be too tough for Sacred Heart, but it's tough to lay points with Merrimack. They play so many close games. Sacred Heart, somewhat fresh, maybe some dead legs. You can look at it, but they played well, man. They run and gun. I always take the better team that's slower pace with better defense. So I'll go by that principle and take Merrimack. I don't always, I should say, but I'll go with the principle there on with Merrimack. I just hate laying points with them. They always win games by like 2 or 1, or they lose outright.
I agree. I'll be on Merrimack minus 3.5. I know that both these last games were 1 point games in favor of both teams. But I will trust Merrimack's defense here. I will also trust the fact that Merrimack has the best player on the floor. I believe, if I can remember correctly, I bet them against Sacred Heart on the road. They won by 1, and Bud Clark missed 2 free throws down the stretch. I think they were like a 2.5 point favorite. He missed 2 free throws, if I remember correctly, down the stretch, and he's like a 97% free throw shooter. So I'll be on Merrimack here. I think that they will be able to take care of business here. They're going to get up when it's needed most here in the MAAC and kind of get it rolling to hopefully punch their ticket to March.
Okay. So I'm on Merrimack as well. Seton Hall versus Villanova. Villanova's laying 10.5. You mind taking that one for a second while I finish out these banners?
Yeah, I'm writing down Villanova minus 10.5. As I always say, fuck Peacock. I know people like Shaheen Holloway as a dog, as a double-digit dog in particular. I know that they've played decently close the last time. They lost by 5 at home to Villanova, lost by 12 on the road. Now we're sitting here in MSG. Big arena is Villanova going to shoot as good as they normally do? I just want to. I'm going to lay it here with Villanova. They shoot the 3 really well. Seton Hall, as good as their defense is, that's one of the things that they struggle pretty heavily on is guarding the 3. So the fact that Villanova shoots the 3 well and also relies on the 3 heavily, I think that that's a big advantage for Villanova here, along with the fact that Villanova needs this like fucking blood. So I think that they're going to win. They're going to win by margin. So I will lay it with Villanova here. Not going to bet this yet, but I may end up betting it the more I think about it. Seems like too many points to me initially, but I also think that maybe Villanova just rolls here by 20 because they've got more to play for, and I think that they will just try to run up the score as an 18-13 team trying to get into the tournament.
I'll battle you. You said it exactly. They're playing for everything they got, and it's Kyle Neptune. I'll take Seton Hall to minimize possessions and somehow squeak out a decent game. I'm not saying they're live or they win. I think Villanova can get it done, but I'll take the points here on in the underdog here. think it's too many points. It's now 11.5 on FanDuel. Even better. I'll take 11.5. Can't lay double digits with Nova. I agree. Rod Z, Navy has won each of its last 6 games against American at Bender Arena. They got some intel. They sent their SEALs in for the game. It's impressive.
Yeah. And I will say, Maine lost. Maine has been 2 of 32. They're 2 and 34 in the last 36 games against Vermont, and we saw what that happened tonight.
What's up, dude?
Well, I mean,
What's up with the headbands?
Pump Fake After Dark.
You got to watch the show. Oh, there you go.
Oh, hell yeah!
I remember.
Better. Let's go.
Let's go. What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? That needs a State Farm logo. It's plastered right there.
Shout out Sean followed me over. There you go. Welcome. I don't know if you've ever been in here before, but it's always fun.
Sean Lunenberg.
Hey,
Thanks,
okay.
man.
Good win on Idaho or Montana. Idaho shit wager.
Hey,
Not gonna cry over spilled milk.
what happened?
That's 12-4 today. So I'm
What's
not
the
gonna really
score?
cry about it.
What's the score?
What's the score?
12-4.
No, score.
It's against the spread and money line dogs.
What's the score of the Montana game?
Who gives a shit? They covered. Big deal. I'm not gonna
Hey,
cry over
I
it.
will say the Rodfather put a grand on Montana minus 1.5 second half. So I'm pulling for him.
I think that's pretty well covered. I
Whoa,
almost
whoa,
bet,
whoa, 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 whoa!
They're
don't
up
say
14. They're up 14. Idaho scored 13 in 12.5 minutes.
Stop. Well, hey, if I go up, if Montana does cover the 4.5, I'll be back up 1.84 units and at 67 units on the year. Come on. Let's touch 70, Trev. Let's touch 70. Trevor saw it last year. If you followed along last year, I had 48 units last year, and I got to like 30 in February. And then the year before that, I only had like 11 at the end of the year. And then like 18 before that, and then I lost the year before that when I first started betting. But yeah, let's touch 70. Come on, God. Come on, Montana. I love you. Best bet of the night for me. Any line on anyone want to help us? Florida Atlantic versus Jackson State.
Let's take Jack State.
I don't have a line.
FAU's fucking terrible. Let me look at unabated here. What time is the game?
FAMU's terrible. I think it's like 8:30, Trev, Eastern.
All right,
Did you end up betting Western Kentucky, Huff?
No. Oh, and this is hilarious. We have a mistake. I had Florida Atlantic versus Jack State. I meant by those abbreviations, but
they're not even the same conference.
IU Jacksonville State as well too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute, they're not in the same conference.
This says FAMU versus Jack State, but yeah, and FIU Jacksonville State. If anyone's got it, let us know. We'll move on.
Did you guys go over all the games with lines? Oh, South Florida. Oh, no, never mind. Wrong game.
I will say, Marcus, we will be doing a first team, second team, third team, all NCAA
name list. Yep.
Name list, tournament name list. So that'll be coming soon as well. So
I think 1-1 will give it out. Tennessee Rainwater.
Bernie Blunt's the fourth, always.
Tennessee Rainwater is pretty good. I'm working on a little list here.
Gob. Don't forget
Gob for sure.
Po' Boy King. Let's not yak.
Yeah, like what's it?
Docky Smooth out of Howard. Smooth out of Howard.
Hey, I do like Dr. Bradley. Paging
Turbo
Dr.
Jones.
Hey, Supreme Cook's fire too.
Supreme Cook, yeah. All right out of Valpo. Mr. Dean.
Oh yeah. Wait, did Doc Bradley?
What What about Tony and UAB? I love that one too.
Don't worry, I have it in here.
Tony's got to be in there.
Jen, was that Doc Bradley? Doc Bradley's finally in the portal ever since December 6th. Is he finally announced in the portal?
Yeah.
He doesn't play solo ball. What about solo ball in UConn?
I just want to show you guys.
Oh, no, Rainwater. Tennessee Rainwater.
Detroit. Trevor?
Tennessee Rainwater.
Your guy from Detroit. Legend Geeter.
Legend Geeter, yeah, man.
That's got to be on there as well. All right, yeah, let's move on. If anyone's got a line for FIU, Jacksonville, or FAMU, Jackson State, put it in the chat. Appreciate you guys.
Jackson State -8.5.
All right, let's do this game first, and then I'll make the banner for that one right now.
I already did it. I made the banner. Thanks, Rod, Father.
Where's the banner?
It's right there.
Let's go, Rod. All right, yeah, let's go, Rodzy. Let's go.
I want to show you guys this quick though.
Okay.
Look at that. Shots just ain't falling for Idaho tonight.
Oh, here he goes. Here he fucking goes.
Oh my God! You've tiny violins.
Look at this. 56% are good shots here.
They would have fucking.
They're only taking 12% bad shots.
Shots.
The shots just ain't falling. Shots just ain't falling for the fellas tonight. You know,
this is
just
classic,
what it is.
Classic Trevor. If you lock battle Trevor and he loses, there's got to be something wrong with it. Well, no shit, they lost. They did something wrong.
Dude, shots just ain't falling tonight. It is what it is, you know? Like, I'm not going to make excuses. I'm just saying, like, look at, they're taking good shots. They're not taking bad shots.
Can we say shots ain't falling because maybe Montana is guarding them pretty well?
They're not taking bad shots. They're all good shots. They're not taking fadeaways. They're not taking spin around jumpers. They're taking good shots. It's just the rims ain't compliant tonight. It is what it is.
I mean, just because they're not fucking fading away, spinning around doesn't mean they're not getting contested shots. Montana could still be playing good defense.
I don't give a shit. I'm 12-4. I'll take it. I'm not going to cry over it.
It sounds like you're crying over spilled milk, man, over there.
No, you know, I will take my 8.69. I'm sorry, 8.54 units today. I'll take it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Fucking go, Trevor.
And I started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I started 10-0. I should have just called it quits.
You should have.
It still made 8 units. Simmer down over there. Don't give any back tomorrow. Fucking keep going. Now,
just so you guys know, he's 14-4, but yeah, he's bitching about a fucking shot quality score when the team's down by 30.
Hey, I'm competitive. I don't like to lose. Wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah. Well, guess what? If I lose, you'll have no clue. I'm always equilibrium there. I wear my heart on my sleeve in different ways, but just got to keep riding the wave, man. Just even after starting with the losing month, you look at my track record. You losing month, that ain't phase us. That 10-0 run's coming always, and then sometimes it can come multiple times a week, and it does for Trevor every year in March. So definitely tail this guy.
No.
I was up 55 units last year in February. I ended the season at 48. So I actually lost in March last year. I just got cute too much.
Trevor's a damn leprechaun.
Have you seen the year I've had? No, it's better than last year. I finished 20 units in the negative last year, but Huff did surpass my 52 unit mark 2 years ago. So I'll have to give him that crown.
Did it again this year. Still got time left to lose it, but did it again this year. Yeah, like I said, it had like a consistent growth, like 11, 18 units, and then last year was crazy when we started doing the podcast. It was like 40 something units, and then I started tweeting my plays, and now that stopped. Now we got this page, and we got better things coming next year as well. Let's do this. I'm gonna lay it with Jacksonville State. Thanks, Hobbs.
I put that up. I put that up because what's his nuts? What was his name? Who said that? Adam Westbury. They are coverage wise, they are the best ATS team in the country. 23-6, 79.3%. San Diego right by UC San Diego right behind them, 23-7. So they FAMU covers the spread by an average of 2.6. So there's that, but yeah, they are the technically the best ATS team in the country.
And I will ride FAMU again. Give me the Rattlers plus 4.5 against Jackson State.
Yep, I think there's a 5.5 out there is what I was seeing in the chat.
Jackson State, is it just me or does it feel like they've kind of fell off a little bit lately?
I mean,
no, they're 3-3 in their last 6. They did have a stretch where they were, oh God, what was that? 7 of 8. They were 7 of 8. Now they're 3-3. They're 0-3 since that little stretch here. But yeah, they didn't cover Pine Bluff, Prairie View, and Valley.
Oh, you're talking about cover wise?
Yeah, just cover wise. But they've looked good, but I don't know if they've looked like as good.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it. You look at it. FAMU beat them by 5 at home. FAMU also beat them by 10 on the road. So FAMU kind of has their number. So I mean, this is a spot where typical Trevor spot. I don't know if you would be interested in the revenge angle with Jacksonville State losing to FAMU both times in the regular season. Now they're laying 4.5. Don't know how you feel about that, but. I'll be on FAMU plus the 5.5 or 4.5.
Yeah, same.
FAMU was down. They only scored 25 points in the first half. They're down 25-32, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But that second half, they clicked it on and they got it rolling. They've looked pretty good. They did lose to Alabama State, Alabama A&M, Southern, and Bethune. Southern best team in the conference. Alabama State pretty good too. So. And that was a 1-point loss and a 3-point loss. So they played pretty good. Jackson State, they've been hot coming down the stretch here. They're laying 5. This FAMU team does kind of have their number a little bit, beating them. But I still kind of lean FAMU. Like, they've got a game under the belt. They've been in this gym. Jackson State, first game they'll be playing. What about maybe a FAMU first half? They come out hot still, and then maybe they kind of fade in the second half. But with a team that covers that good, I don't know if I want to get cute and take a first half play with a team when they just get it done at the end of the day. So I'll take FAMU. I don't know if I'll bet it.
Okay. Utah Tech versus Utah Valley minus 12.5. Over unders 144.5.
Utah Tech is traveling today too. They played at home today because of the BCC.
And they played their hearts out. They did their job. I'm gonna lay it here as well. They did their job. Thank you.
Yeah, they also were like 8 of 10 from 3 in the first half or something like that today. Like they couldn't miss, and then that second half got a little dicey on them. They shout out them for pulling it out, but it did get a little dicey. So you're traveling. They're at home. Where's this conference tournament at? Orleans Arena. Is this in New Orleans?
New Orleans.
No, never mind. It's in Nevada. Just said Orleans Arena. I was like, wasn't that just New Orleans? No, so they're going from Vegas. So, I mean, granted, that's not a crazy trip. It's not a crazy trip, but they still are traveling. And they're playing on a back-to-back here. I think it's kind of a tough sledding for them. They did play Utah Valley to an overtime 2-point loss prior, and then they lost by 16 at Utah Valley. I just think it's a pretty rough spot for Utah Tech. You got a big win. They were laying points. Now you're catching 12.5 of them. Utah Valley's an absolute wagon. Don't have to travel. They've been there. I'll lay it with what's or not's Utah Valley.
Elliot?
Yep, lay it.
Okay.
Lay it. Easy play. Lay it. I already got Utah Valley plus 240 to win the conference tournament. So I'll ride with them here. Lay it. Lay the 12.5.
All right. Oklahoma versus Georgia. Georgia's laying 3.5. Over unders 147.
Boomer Sooner, baby. Everybody loves Georgia now that they've been covering. But Oklahoma's looked pretty good lately. 1 point loss to Kentucky at home, a game they probably should have won, and then they lost by 3 at Mississippi State. Jeremiah Fears' last 5 games has looked really good. His assist numbers are up. His rebound numbers are up. He's scoring the ball. This team's playing a lot better. Porter Moser also has a lot of experience in postseason play here. Mike White, not great. We could say previously, just not great for him. I think Oklahoma gets it done here on the money line. I'm going to be on Oklahoma 3.5, whatever I can get it tomorrow, and then money line. I'm going to let this number inflate a little bit.
And I just have to say, once Montana covers the 4.5, I will have my 1,000th win of the year this season. I've never done that. All the units I made in the previous years was not on betting 10 games a night. So let's go. Cheers, fellas. I'm going to go get a drink for that.
Let's go. I will be man, this is a tough one for me. I don't really like both of these teams, to be honest. I will be on Georgia minus the 3.5. I think they're the better defensive team. And when it comes to defense, we always say defense travels, especially at a neutral site there in Nashville. This 3.5 is kind of a for me. I will say, Oklahoma does shoot the free throw really well, almost 80%, whereas Georgia's only sitting around 72%. That could definitely play a factor down the stretch, but Georgia's still fairly good at the free throw line. So if they are up, 2, 3, 4, something like that, and they're getting fouled down the stretch, I think they should be able to hit those free throws and kind of extend that lead. So I'll be on Georgia minus 3.5 here. I'll trust their defense and physicality against the Oklahoma team here on neutral.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna battle you guys here. I'm gonna go Georgia. I don't know what you said, Elliot. Sorry, I was typing up shit, so I was not listening. But I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna admit my flaws. At least I'm admitting my flaws. I'm gonna go with Georgia and get away from this Oklahoma crap. I can't back them. I just refuse to back them. I think Georgia's playing with fire, and they are better at home. I agree, but I like Georgia. I'm gonna bet on Yep, easy money. I'm gonna poker. Get the units. Bring the units. Syracuse versus SMU. SMU's laying 8.5. No.
Syracuse is playing better, right?
Yeah, but it is Syracuse. So.
But it is SMU laying 8.5. But that also feels like a lot.
I mean, SMU tends to really fuck up the bad teams, in the ACC. But I mean, you look at they played Syracuse at home. They only won by 2. That was the only time they played. Now they're laying 8.5. You're sitting out here in North Carolina, really on the East Coast, where SMU, traveling on the East Coast. Syracuse just they already played today, beat Florida State, kind of ended Leonard Hamilton. I think 8.5 is too many points. I'll be on Syracuse plus the 8.5. Call me crazy, but I will be on Syracuse plus the 8.5.
Yeah, I said no way. I'm not laying points with SMU is what I was insinuating. So, but they have been able to beat teams.
Is this the Cincinnati Oklahoma State line? Because this is the exact line.
Kind of feels like it. SMU coming off of a loss to Florida State. That was kind of just we were on that one. And then Florida State, tough spot today against Syracuse. They just It was a letdown spot for them. Syracuse damn near blew that game. Eddie Lampkin had a huge game too. What did he go for? 14 points, 9 rebounds, a block, only 2 turnovers. I mean, he had a big game for him. I just don't know. Like, this SMU team is better. They have kind of faltered down the stretch here, but it feels like they're kind of begging for Syracuse money, does it not?
I don't think so. I think this is one for me. This is my less pressure situation, and we're not worried about being in the tournament. SMU's got all their story ahead of them. They can't even think about one game at a time because they want to think about all the games as they can and look. And if there is a look ahead spot in any type of tournament, it's a team like that. I'm going to go Syracuse here. And I'm waiting to bet this because I think people are going to bet SMU. Kind of chilly in here. I'm putting my jacket on. Trevor, what do you think?
I'll take SMU. It just feels like a spot they're begging for Syracuse money, giving you all those points after a big win today. I know they've been in there, been in that gym. They've got a game under their belt, but I just 8.5 feels like it's too much. Where I'm going to pivot to SMU here. I don't know if I'll bet this though. I'm leaning more towards I ain't touching this game. Just take my Syracuse money and run from this team, but I just don't like. I don't got a good feeling from this line here, to be honest. And Syracuse, SMU's got that big Turkish kid, whatever the hell his name is. You know what I'm talking about. He can bang with Eddie Lampkin down low. Like Florida State, they have size and length, but they don't have like big dudes. Like he kind of just bullied around today. I don't think he's gonna be able to push around. What is that kid's name now? I gotta find it.
You get Tagulo or whatever. You get Tagulo.
Yeah, you get to Tolo, whatever the hell his name is, and yeah, I just don't think he'll bully around. And Lampkin, did you see Lampkin twisted his knee? We had like 20 seconds left. He went for that rebound. He went backwards, and then his leg twisted around. He didn't look great. They put him back in the floor late, but that was basically just to grab a rebound on a missed free throw potentially. Like they took him off and put him back in just for that, and that was it. So how's that knee gonna look? I don't know, but I think that Yigatolo gets 7'2", 265, and Lampkin is 6'11", 265. So he's gonna have height and he's gonna match up weight with him. I think SMU kind of controls the glass a little bit tomorrow and gets a big win here to follow it up. I think Syracuse just caught Florida State on a flat spot after FSU just went max effort against SMU to get what's his nuts? Leonard Hamilton is last win at home.
All right. UT Arlington versus Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon's laying 8.5 against UT Arlington. You're more like UT Darlington for some folks in the chat, I know, and a couple games for us this year too. Arlington's kind of
just forget that Cal Baptist game.
Grand Canyon did not.
Grand Canyon, they will travel. It will be basically a home game.
I'm already on their future
for them. I know, Trevor, you're on UT Arlington future, right?
I didn't bet it. I'm not gonna lie. I got to go and bet some of these. I have space on betting them after the show.
Grand Canyon off that overtime loss at Abilene Christian. I kind of want to bet. I kind of want to bet Grand Canyon here.
Yeah, I'll pick Grand Canyon. I'm not going to bet them.
Marcus was watching the game.
Just because I'm on their future, and that's the one juicy chalk future I took. Let's go Antelopes. All right.
Oh, yeah, Kansas plays tomorrow.
Cal Poly versus UC Davis. UC Davis is catching 3.5, and I will take UC Davis just because I did sprinkle their 350 to 1 future just to get the veins going, man. Just get the circulation going. But I like UC Davis in this spot. Slower team. If they can maybe even they've been proven that they can match in some situations running fast pace. But I expect them to slow it down. They were able to against Cal Poly last time they played, and I expect a similar game. So I'll take UC Davis plus 3.5.
Yeah, they shot 11 of 31, but 6 of 18 inside the arc. I know they don't shoot inside, but 20 turnovers that game too. Like, I know they're a turnover-heavy team, but 20 is a ridiculous amount.
Right.
But it's a neutral. If their shots aren't falling, they're dead. Like, they're dead in the water. Like, they're going to be screwed. Laying points, I don't know about that though. Like, but Cal Poly, they have lost to just the good teams in the conference. Like, they played Omaha to a 4-point game prior to that, but lost to CSUN. They lost to UC Davis twice, actually, 77-66. They lost to Irvine, UC San Diego, Barbara, Davis again, Irvine, Riverside, CSUN, San Diego, UC San Diego, not regular, and then UC Santa Barbara. Like, they've lost to good teams. Like, they haven't been losing to the shitholes of the conference. And Davis catching 3.5 after they've beaten Poly twice here. But it does short. I mean, Davis has lost 6 straight games coming into this. They are coming off a tough game against San Diego and Irvine. So you could argue maybe dumbbell theory here. Just played the 2 best teams in the conference. Now you're going to play Davis. I'll take Davis. Yeah, this Cal Poly team is different though, Rod. This whole roster and the way they play is entirely different from what they used to do. But I'm still going to take Davis.
I didn't even know that. Give me Davis.
Yeah, I'll be on UC Davis plus the points here. I'll trust the better defense against the better offense on a neutral site. I always like to take the defense. UC Davis is a lot better defensive team. They still do have the best player out there on the floor in Ty Johnson. He's a bucket, so down the stretch, look for him to score and do what he does best. So yeah, give me UC Davis plus the 3.5.
All right. Northern Colorado versus Montana in the Big Sky Championship. That's still tomorrow, right? Yeah, it is 11:30.
Yeah, it is.
We don't have a line on it, but I kind of want to take Montana in this situation.
Northern Colorado's laying 2.5. Money line is -150. Montana plus 2.5, juiced to the -2.5. So plus 2.5 -102. Montana money line plus 125.
Man, Northern Colorado's been rolling though, man. Montana's been familiar. Their program has been there before. Northern Colorado's desperate for an NCAA tournament bid. 2 different stories here. I thought
experience too.
I thought Montana would be like 4.5 or something.
I mean, it's looking like it'll go up to at least a 3.5 because it's 2.5 -120, so it's juiced to the 2.5. So looks like it'll probably go up for sure.
Man.
Hey, I do kind of like this. I do like this angle right here.
What? I love it. What is the over-under in the game?
Over-under I have right now is 144.5.
Classic.
Kind of like NoCo.
Yeah.
NoCo's just been really freaking good. They're elite rebounding. They attack you downhill. Like, they don't allow threes either. Like, I know Montana looked good tonight, but based on like some of these shots that weren't falling, like maybe they got a tad lucky here that some shots weren't falling. And I'm not sure Northern Colorado's a team that's not going to make their shots. Their defense is also really good. They rebound. I think they're just going to take away extra possessions from Montana, and they have size to match with them. They're really experienced too. I'll go Northern Colorado. You said they're favored.
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah, I'll take NoCo.
Yeah, I'll trust the better team here. I really want to take Montana here, but I'm gonna lay it with Northern Colorado. I kind of got caught up in taking Montana State, thinking that was the right side, and Northern Colorado just absolutely demolished them, and just from opening tip kind of controlled that entire game. This game will be better than that game. I do expect for it to be kind of a back and forth, kind of a slugfest game. But I think Northern Colorado will prevail. So I will take Northern Colorado here.
Who would you say you were on? My bad.
I haven't said anything yet. I've gone back and forth on this because
It's tough.
They both split at their home courts. So 2 road wins for this. Because like my thought was like Montana and Montana State, like they've been here. They've this program's been there before. But there's an interesting angle with Northern Colorado. They've never been to the tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right? They've never been to the tournament. Teams are punching their tickets kind of at random here. I mean, Northern Colorado would not be random.
2011.
2011 was the last time they made it.
Only one.
Probably was like a 15 seed or something at the time. 14.
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
I'll find it. I'll take Northern Colorado with you. I just feel like I'm going against my angle on the Montanas there, so I wish I had a hedge on Montana future here.
Yeah.
All right, Lamar versus McNeese State.
What's McNeese laying double digits?
Yeah. McNeese laying 10.5. I kind of want to take Lamar here. I think it's a little too many points. I know I said that last night against Northwestern. I held off of it because I thought McNeese could be able to.
God, I held off of it. Thank God I held off of it. Oh my God.
But man, McNeese seems to. Lamar. They just survived against Lamar on the road the Saturday before last. 2-point game. Ended up winning. Won by 11 against Lamar at home. Like you said, those angles where it's like, Lamar really has no pressure. In a sense, they're just kind of playing free. Versus McNeese, favorite of the conference. They'll be playing tight a little bit. They expect to win. They already have kind of like chalked themselves up of going to the tournament. Now they just got to kind of finish the job in a sense. It's at home here. They're at McNeese. I will wait though on this. I'll take Lamar plus the 10.5, but I will wait on this because I think it maybe goes up just like that line today. We saw what McNeese was 12.5, and I think it ended at like 16.5 or 17.5. So I think people will ride McNeese, and maybe I can get Lamar at like a 12.5, something like that. So I'll be on Lamar at this 10.5. Not going to bet it until I wait for the line and see if it goes up.
Yeah. I think I'm going to battle you.
Do it.
McNeese at home, solidifying another run. I love their swagger. Let's go. And
manager.
Is this the thing? James Newbern, $2.
Oh, shout out James.
What are
Appreciate
3
you,
good picks? James Newbern. This is our first donation.
Dang.
Appreciate
Appreciate
you,
it,
guy.
James.
We'll give you
Hell
4
yeah,
good
James.
picks. How's that sound?
3 good picks for tomorrow.
What's one that we all like tonight?
Well, that'd be our fave parlay, technically, right?
True. But regardless, we were all in Arkansas, weren't we?
Arkansas, we all liked. Elliot and I both liked American -2.5 against Navy.
Oof, I don't know. I kind of like Navy.
Were we all on Grambling State?
Liked them.
I wouldn't say I bet them.
Davidson?
I liked Davidson.
Me too.
Yeah, I took them as well.
Vanderbilt. Elliot and I are on Vanderbilt.
I like Texas. I get it's basically a home game, but
Butler?
it's only 1.5. Oh God, no, we can't dish out Butler.
Me and Huff.
You guys like it, be my guest. I'm not betting the game.
Me and Huff pulled the do not bet card. We pulled the do not bet card. We finally bet them again. We're betting them. It's March.
I haven't bet him since November. I'm going to do it again. But yeah, James Newbern, thank you so much. We'll do a fave parlay. Let's just all give them
Iowa too.
Iowa. We liked.
I like them outright.
I took Iowa as well. I liked Cal.
Yeah, I liked Iowa as well too.
And it looks like we liked NoCo there too as well. So thank you, James Newbern. First donation. We appreciate that, man. That's super awesome. And
appreciate you, dude.
And you can check out our picks page on our Twitter page as well too, on Pump Fake Pod. It's the pinned tweet. All of our picks are there.
I'll drop it in the chat quick. Yeah, I'll drop it below the video when we're done. It'll be a pinned comment, and then it's on our like you said, our Twitter page too, pinned. But this McNeese game, dude, McNeese has got all the pressure. And like Elliot said, look at Central Connecticut tonight, laying 11.5, lose outright.
Bring the pressure.
Lamar came back from the dead tonight.
He got swagger.
I will say they do say no pressure, no diamonds, though.
I don't think this McNeese team is as good as last year's team. Did we not just watch Northwestern State get it to 6 points tonight? They were down 19, came back to 6, and then lost by 19 again. So I get it that they closed the game, but they also tried to blow it.
You're not wrong. I mean, I'm on Lamar. I think, like I said, I'm already on Lamar. I think all the pressure's on McNeese State. I think this is kind of the game before the game. They let this one kind of slip up a little bit, maybe. Maybe this is the kind of their tester, their kind of scare, and then they just roll in this finals.
I'm picking Lamar. I'm torn on this. I gotta sleep on this game a little bit.
This is the finals.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
This is the championship game.
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah, give me for sure. Then give me Lamar. Just like tonight, St. Francis, Central Connecticut State, like Trevor brought up. Same line.
Caveat to that game, though, nobody could hit absolutely anything. I don't think there was 80 points in that game.
Give me McNeese. They're coming with swagger. All right. Cal State Bakersfield versus UC Santa Barbara. Barbara's laying 4.5. I'll lay it.
Barbara for blowing that fucking game to Irvine. Like they had that in the bag, and then they just collapsed the last 5 minutes of that game.
Yeah, and UC Santa Barbara's defense is legit. Cal State Bakersfield can let freight trains through on the court. So yeah, give me Barbara here.
This right here is going to be one of the best, one of my better bets. I will say this is James Newborn. If we're talking about our 3 good picks, give me UC Santa Barbara. Cal State Bakersfield, not at the dumbass Smurf court, blue court. They're away from that, where they get all their wins. Now you get a Santa Barbara team that plays really good defense. And as Trevor said, they literally blew that game against UC Irvine. They're going to take it out on Bakersfield here. Lay it with Santa Barbara. I think they win by 10.
I'm with you. Looks like Trevor's with you too, right?
Yeah, give me Santa Barbara to bounce back. They had that game against the number 1, blew it. I guess you could argue maybe it's a little bit of a flat spot after that, but this is it. You can't, no flat spots. I think Bakersfield also away from the Smurf court. Bad idea to back them, in my opinion.
Let's do it.
Jen, is this the McNeese game? Because if you like McNeese, go to FanDuel right now and grab it before it climbs out.
I will definitely do that. Taking McNeese. Already did. USCF, same number. USCF's catching 10.5 against Kansas.
Everybody's going to be betting Kansas. But do you guys remember who's giving Kansas some issues this year?
UCF.
You betcha. Home and road.
90 to 80 game or something. It was like 99 something.
Hell no. KU beat UCF at the Bounce House by 50. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No.
91. Another one game at Allen Fieldhouse was 91 to 87.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I don't believe in this Kansas team.
I don't either. Oh, I'll take UCF. Just because I think they can match the scoring.
He just brought up Brady Manick on the show. He was like, "Who's that Oklahoma kid that transferred to North Carolina, the redhead with the headband?"
I just need a mustache.
I forgot. Yeah, I'd forgot. But Brady Manick, that dude was a legend, absolute hooper. The last good UNC team.
All right, so taking UCF. What are you guys doing?
Kind of like UCF. I think they played pretty well. Kansas, everyone's going to bet Kansas because of their name. Don't believe in them. I think Kansas is pretty ass. You know, we had just talked about this tonight with Berg, but I don't believe in Kansas at all. I think they're pretty fraudulent. I'm fading them and Gonzaga on the money line. First round of the tournament. I don't care who they're playing, but does UCF go on a 20-3 run again and walk away with the game against Kansas? That was the big thing that happened. I know they climbed out of a hole, but they also started the second half on a 20-3 run.
Yeah, I will say if you want something, I do like Hunter Dickinson points prop tomorrow. He absolutely feasted against UCF. They don't really have. I mean, we got the one guy. I forget his name, Mustafa or something. For UCF, he's like 7'1", 7'2". But they really struggle with a dominant big man down low. And you saw that here at the very beginning of the game tonight. Utah kind of got whatever they wanted in the paint. So I think if you want to look at like a player prop, Hunter Dickinson player prop for points would be a good look. I kind of like the over here. I think UCF's guards can really score. Kansas is not a very good team defensively, and we've kind of seen the what was that, 91-87? Is that what you said, Huffer? In that last game again at Allen Fieldhouse, it was kind of a high scoring game, and then Kansas did put up in the 90s, almost 100 against UCF. UCF only put up 50 something there at the Bounce House. I feel like this game is definitely in the 80s for both teams. So I would be betting on the over. I'll pick Kansas on the side. But my main bet would be the over 152.5.
I will argue that at the Fog, UCF went 14 of 36 from 3. And Kansas shot 29 free throws, 10 of 21 from 3. I'm not really sure they can duplicate that like for an over. I feel like everybody's going to be on Kansas tomorrow, though. I feel like we can probably get a decent number with UCF if we wait.
If everyone jumped off a bridge, would you too?
No, that's why I'm not going to bet Kansas. You guys can jump off a bridge. I'm going to sit up here with my UCF ticket.
Who gives a fuck? What about you guys? My God, you're always so hostile towards me just because.
What?
I'm on UCF. I took UCF.
I know, but you just said if everybody jumped up. I said no. I would sit up here with my UCF ticket. And then I don't want to bet Kansas tomorrow. I'm gonna pray this line gets up to 10.5, 11.
I'm not betting this right now. I'll wait to bet it.
No, yeah, you absolutely wait. Kansas is gonna get a ton of money. What time is this game tomorrow too?
9:30.
Oh yeah. They're gonna take so much money, especially late too. People looking for another play. Oh, hammer Kansas.
Sometimes the public wins. All right. Well, I think that's all the games we've played. Let's go, UCF.
Kyle wants to know if you guys clown me for my Villanova Big East ticket.
No, I didn't take Villanova's ticket and did not clown him. I have some long shots that are probably worthy of a clown spot too as well.
Kyle probably took DePaul to win the Big East anyway, so let's be real here.
Moneyline change on my moneyline picks: Iowa and Lamar. All right, Dusty Bottoms. Let's go, sweeping up the bottoms. Well, that's our show, guys.
Hold up, Notre Dame, North Carolina. You guys did that one, I'm assuming.
Yes, North Carolina.
Who'd you take?
Smash.
Huffer.
The ACC gets involved with North Carolina and they cover. I like their team total over as well too. Their ACC gets involved.
You're damn right we're battling. I'm taking Notre Dame, and I'm probably going to be sprinkling on that money line too. I think UNC is going to be flat after that. Duke just bent them over and spanked them at home, especially after they had a 6-point lead. They blew it. They really needed that game. I think Notre Dame didn't play a great game today. Marcus Burton wasn't too good. They still found a way to get that done. Trey Davis was also in foul trouble with 4 fouls and had to sit. And I see a lot of UNC love. I like Notre Dame. I'm going to sprinkle on the money line again tomorrow. Them in Colorado, I'm getting just vibes of like they can win a game or two here. So I'm gonna back them again tomorrow. Taking Notre Dame and Colorado, both spread and money line.
Just don't give all that 8.97 units back.
Oh no, I won't. I'm probably gonna take some more tomorrow from them.
Who's gonna if Marcus Burton doesn't score, they're gonna score 25 points. But ACC will do everything in their power. The dark side, the force, everything there on their side, on North Carolina's side to ensure that they get there. And I hope Clemson wins the ACC. I got them on a future, and I sprinkled Wake Forest as well too. I can get clowned for that, but they're already in the quarterfinals already with their seeding, and they're plus 8,500. So,
great stat from the Rodfather. Love it. And I don't know what West Virginia is doing laying points. Like Colorado's got the size; they dominate the glass. And Ruffin and Hammond whoever on Small can definitely slow them down. If Small doesn't do anything, they're cooked. Look at what they did last game against UCF. They blew a 22-point lead. Small couldn't do shit in the second half, and that was at home. Now you're going to hit the road. You got a Colorado team that's feeling good. I'm getting NC State vibes last year from this Colorado team. Like I feel like they're about to go on a run. I'm going to ride them again. Buffs up. That might be one of my favorites tomorrow, to be honest.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Fave.
Fave.
Get out of here.
Shout out TCU for selling. Actually, I was fine with it. I had Colorado, but
Yeah, sorry about that.
how dare you? Do we want to do a dog parlay tomorrow too, or just a fave?
Let's do fave parlay.
All right.
Do fave, and then let's we can wait on that. Maybe post the dog parlays.
Who do we got? Who wants to go first?
You can, because I know what you're going to take.
What am I going to take?
Probably one that we all like.
Oh, Arky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Arkansas money line. I'll just in case it's some funny business, I'll take Arkansas money line.
Just for some funny business. Looking out for the funny business. Elliot, if you got it, you can go. Debating final two.
UC Santa Barbara.
Avoiding funny business or spread?
Spread.
Funny business or spread? Official flower business.
If it was less than 3.5, if it was 3 or less, I would take the money line. But 4.5, I feel like that's a little bit too juice. So I'll go 4.5.
Don't blame you.
Well, Trevor, you faded my fave parlay, so I don't give a shit if you were on the opposite side for me. That's what I was going back and forth on. I got my favorite. I'm going back and forth between Iowa and Butler, but yeah, I think Butler's my favorite play. Butler money line, because guess what? You can put them on your do not bet list all season, and you can be disciplined. I was disciplined. I didn't bet them since the Western Michigan game where they ended up covering. I go, I'm never betting that phony ass team again because it was the most phony cover. I was right. Bad. Give me Butler. Money line.
All right, Arkansas money line, Santa Barbara minus 4.5, and Butler minus 125 on the money line is plus 430.
Yep. Appreciate all you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Pump Fake Pod. Follow us on social media. We're launching new things. New things coming this way. We're not going to give up when the season's over. We'll do some off-season shows. Don't need to get all nostalgic and sentimental here though. For the season, we're in the full bloom of March. So and yeah, make sure that you guys go on the YouTube once the video is posted. Go in the comment section if you're new here to win some one-on-one merch. Put your favorite college basketball player growing up. We will put you into a drawing to win the one-on-one merch for 1,000 subscribers. You guys are the best. Thanks, chat. We appreciate you guys. Peace and love for me. That's all I got.
Appreciate you all. Particular James Newborn. Appreciate you on that live super chat, first live super chat. That's freaking awesome. So appreciate that for you being the first one. So shout out to you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Retweet what they said, and that'll do it all. Remember, just drop your name, your player after this video. Just refresh it in about 10 seconds. You'll get to the comments. Other than that, appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Kyle Kerms live. I'll be on Kerms at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern, going over games. TCE, I'm headed to their chat right now for the night, and that'll do it. Yeah, I know Dusty Bottoms Idaho. It was a bad bet, but you know what? Shots weren't falling.
Hey, what was that?
Well,
Hey,
Dusty.
Doodles.